we had another challenge in this space. This painting is rectangular. That particular art piece by Tondo is a round painting, or also known as a Tondo. And any irregular shaped canvases, it makes it in a condition such that you cannot use a picture light like we used here. So we actually designed recessed can lights that do shine exactly where we needed it to highlight that particular piece. And that's the only dedicated art lighting we did in the ceiling.
Okay, Tondo, is that the word you used?
It's called a Tondo.
A Tondo, okay.
Yes, fun facts.
Okay, fun facts. Now, when you say you designed the lighting to illuminate something, let's just bring it back to third grade, a circle. So there's a circle on the wall. Tell me what you're thinking about in terms of illuminating that art piece.
That's a great question. First and foremost, when you have recessed can lights and they're shining at a wall, you naturally form a scallop shape. It's never rectilinear unless you're using a projector light that kind of cuts in to the exact size of the piece. A round piece is great to be lit by a recessed can light. It gets more challenging, obviously, with rectangular canvases because you might have a hot spot right at the top of the painting and a scallop shape, and then the light falls off after that. But in a round-shaped painting, it's really kind of perfect. It was the perfect application.
Okay. One art light, two art lights in the ceiling? How do you...
We ended up using two art lights because we had done a light study with the lighting designer to make sure that it was getting the adequate lumen output that we wanted to highlight that painting in a special way.
Okay. What is a light study?
So a light study is where they essentially have these virtual environments where they are taking the canvas, putting it into a kind of photometric virtual room, and then they are plugging in the exact fixture that's going to be used to illuminate the painting. And they look at and they can measure the shape of the light and how far it's creating on the surface of the painting, how far it has to be to illuminate it properly from the wall. And you'll see this kind of beautiful white and gray study where it's mapping the amount of lumens getting to the surface of your painting.
Okay, so the idea with the study is we don't want to spray the whole wall, right?
Correct. And truthfully, whenever you're being super intentional in lighting, there is a lighting fixture out there for almost everything, whether it's a picture light we described over here with the Ghilotti front piece, with the light from Revelite, or how we did with this particular art piece above the fireplace with these lights from Delta.
Got it. So you have really, you go back to your layers of lighting. We have recessed cans, we have a beautiful
decorative fixture.
Yep. We have bookshelves that are
also lit. Yep.
Right? We have art lighting, but they don't want to fight with each other, right? So it's a study and then another study and then another study. And how does that whole picture work together?
The layers of lighting that add to one another to create the ultimate environment.